Hello and welcome to Vinny Vid Productions video. Hi, I'm Vinny and the channel is called BNSF 6951. On my channel I show tips, tricks, techniques, and how-tos on laying track, doing scenery, doing electrical work, and much more. If you guys are interested in something like this, please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit thumbs up. That'll get you notified when I'm doing a new video or a live stream. Oh, that's right, I do live streams on Friday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Anyhow, with all that being said, let's get on with this video. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now. Alright guys, the last couple of build videos I've done have been out here in my dinette area, and I really don't want to do any more out here because of that table. And that stool right there and this stool right here, I want to preserve those because I like to eat dinner there once in a while, because from there I actually have a good shot at watching my TV, which is about 30 feet away. Anyhow, I'm going to show you how I'm going to solve this problem. So stay tuned and we will get to the video here shortly. Alright guys, this is how I'm going to take care of the situation that I have with that iron framework there you see. I'm going to start taking it apart, but it's got wing nuts, so it makes it real easy to take it apart. I'm really happy about that, because if it had been anything worse than that, I probably wouldn't have done it. Anyhow, I'm going to start unscrewing it, and they aren't very tight. Finger tight is all they were. I reached for the second one, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take that wing nut right off of there, and then we're going to see how it's going to change everything around. So there I go, taking off that final wing nut. And now we're going to see what's going on next is lifting that pipe off of there and making it go bye-bye. I just don't like it. It's ugly, ugly, ugly. So here is the three pieces that I just took apart, and they will go into the suitcase that has all the rest of my lighting gear and so on and so forth. Now to take the place of that rod up there is going to be these two little stands that I'm going to put my lights on, and you'll see how that's going to look here shortly. I also installed some strip lighting that do different colors. You'll see that later on in the video. That's what it's going to look like on the shelf that I installed with the two lamps on top of this. So stay tuned, and here comes the video. Well, hello everybody. This is going to be a mail call on some more modifications that I am going to be making on my little studio that I got going on here. So as you have seen some of the pictures earlier of all the different stuff that I have been doing, this is going to add more to it. So let's see what's in this box. Alright, and I'm using my new camera here. I ordered battery and a battery charger for it, which is the camera you see up in the corner there. Hello. Really, I think I paid 129 bucks for it. It really works pretty good, actually. It's a Sony CX160. All right, here we go. Now, one thing I can never have enough of is this right here. And I got this because I'm trying to organize some of the power cords that go to all this equipment that I have in here. So what I got was this flat 6 outlet plus 4 USB outlets on here, and that's going to go behind everything, all my monitors and stuff. But the next item I got, put that away, is what I'm going to be doing with the two monitors that I have. Now I showed you the monitors, but I'll get into that here in a minute. I got to stand up to do this. This guy is pretty heavy. Ay, chihuahua. All right. Alright, so I'll show you what, if you can see what it is here. See that? A monitor mount. I'm going to get my monitors off of the desktop here so I have a little bit more room. I'm trying to make as much room as I can in here because I'll show you when I do the walkthrough. I'll show you where I used to be and what a tight space it was. Wow, this thing is actually opening up over here already. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, and we got an instruction manual. There's a couple of ways you can mount this. I watched the video on it before I ordered it. It's got this massive clamp. Take it out of the back so you can see it. So I have to add another piece to it. This is it. Wow, this thing is really heavy. Anyhow, this is going to go something like that. And then this will clamp onto the desk right here. So I can adjust this to wherever I want it. So the gap here would be different. So I could do there and roll this up. Or I could put it up on the next set of holes and make it thicker here. And then only have a little bit up here to change. But anyhow, there we go with that. Now, and a bunch of screws and stuff. Here's one arm for the monitor. And from what I've seen, this here will swivel in a whole bunch of different ways. And we'll check that out once I get this all together. Okay. And a couple tools in there. And this is the other arm. And it is marked. I don't know if you guys can see that. It says top, top on there. Alright. And what else we got? And this would be my cross arm. I guess we can get rid of this box right now. And this would be the upright. Now, all right, I'm not gonna slides. I hope I can lock that down. Anyhow, that's gonna go on there somehow. All right, well, I'm gonna cut the video right now, and I'll bring you back when I get this pretty much assembled and get the monitors mounted up there. So stay tuned, and we will be back in a little bit. This VinnyVid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF 6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuz sent you. Alright guys and gals, I'm just a little bit disappointed on this kit. The reason why is because when I was getting ready to order this, I watched a couple of videos on Amazon, and the one that I watched was the pieces that mount to the back of the monitor were separate pieces from the rest of the hardware that you need to put together. So that made it a little bit more difficult to actually put this together by myself. It would have been a lot easier if there was someone else here to help me, because you'll see those arms that I'll show you here in a minute. The arm I'm just picking up right now, that has to get attached to the back of the monitor. There's no way that that comes off. I did look to see if there was a way to get it to come off, and unfortunately it was not a way to get it off unless I took half the thing apart, and I wasn't going to do that. So I will just have to deal with it, and like I said, I did get it done. Come on, Vincent, get it in that hole. Now, see, I have to do that with the monitor hooked up to it. Yeah. So, and it is marked. It does say top on there, you know, so you can't make a mistake. But, yeah, so we'll see how this is all going to work out. I'm sure I'll get it done. It would be a lot easier if I had help. But anyhow, I'll keep my mouth shut for a couple of minutes here. See what else we can get into. See, right now I'm trying to figure out if that piece comes off, and unfortunately it does not. So you can see the frustration on my face about that. The good thing is though, on the back of the Spectra monitor that I have, the original mounting bracket was actually taller than the those brackets right there. Luckily, they give you some spaces to put in there, so it worked out okay. See, I think I'm trying to figure out if that piece comes off there. I'm not 100% sure what I was doing right there. I'm tightening something up, that's for sure. Oh, you know what? Oh, I see what I was doing. I was testing to make sure I had the right screws. They gave you a bag of goodies to go along with it, and I'm glad that they did, because you can use quite a bit of stuff that comes in the kit there. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and keep quiet again, and let's see what happens. Trying to figure out which is the best camera for me to use while I do this next part. And you see I'm just moving the monitors out of the way right now. And what you see up there on the board is actually my OBS while I was recording this part of the video. And it just barely fit between the wall and the desk back there, because I added a 12 inch by 48 inch shelf to the back of that table to give me all that extra room. And the reason why I'm doing this is, actually, I mentioned like in the beginning of this video, I want this to be my work area, not out there in my dining area. Anyhow, let's continue on with this video and we'll see where it goes. Alright guys, what you're looking at right now is the two monitors that I just mounted on that bracket that I just put together. It's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know. They kind of move up and down this way, and they move this way, and they move all different kinds of ways. Anyhow, I think they look okay. But now this gives me the capability of having 3 different screens. If you want to see what I'm talking about, I got that guy up there. So that's another screen for me. Anyhow, I think we'll go ahead and get on with the rest of this video. I'll show you some of the equipment I use while I'm doing a video or a broadcast. So we'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye for now. Alright guys, I know the lighting is really terrible in here, but this is where I used to have my little studio, if you want to call it that. So from that closet door right there, come out this way up to this door right here, which gave me a space of about 5 feet by 5 feet. and then I had this behind me. So I really didn't have enough room. So what I did was I actually just moved from this corner over to this corner. And now, as you can see, oops, I start here at the door and I go all the way down to the wall, which is about 8.5 feet, and then across to the window. And now I still have room to put my green screen or blue screen. You can see the blue down there, depending on what I wear. And I know that sounds funny, but if I wear a green shirt or a green top, I cannot use my green screen. I gotta use the blue screen, and vice versa. Anyhow, let's carry on, and I'll show you some of the equipment I use in here. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're going to start off with the brains of this outfit, and that is my HP laptop. I did try to do a tower and keep this laptop free so I could use it in my trade room, but the tower didn't work and I didn't want to spend another $1,000, so I said I'll just stay with my laptop. If I want to use it in my other trade room or any of my other rooms, I just couldn't unplug it and do what I got to do. Anyhow, we'll move down to here. Camera number 1, which is my face camera. That is a Panasonic HCV 800, and it is Wi-Fi capable. And my second camera back there, that does my overhead shots on my work area. That is another Panasonic, same as the first. And this one here is my newly purchased one, and that is a Sony Handycam. And I'll tell you what, I think I paid just over $100 for that. It works really good. Anyhow, let's move on down and see what else we got going on here. Let me move the camera and we'll be right back. Alright guys, what I use for my still shots, besides using my phone every once in a while, I use my Canon EOS Rebel 7. Takes really nice pictures, and I could use that for a video camera if I want to. It's not the best in the world to use for a video camera though. Anyhow, let's move on over, and this would be one of my shorter tripods right here. And then for microphones, you can see I have quite an array of microphones. And back here we have the Blue Ice, which is the Snowball one's a round microphone, and right next to him is the Yeti, and then right next to that is my Samsung. And right down below, right there, is my El Cheapo lavalier mic. And then this is a Neewer system right here. Anyhow, let's get on with the rest of this video, and I'll show you how this all looks together. Oh yeah, I want to show you one other thing. Let me back this camera up a bit. Sorry, this camera's on a tripod right now. But I also did this cool little feature here also. Alright, here we go. Then the lights out. The lights out. And lights on. Hey, alright, check it out. And we got red and green and flashing and all kinds of stuff like that. And then we can just go with one color like that. Or we can do that color there. Or that color there. This is pretty cool stuff, I'll tell you that. And let's see, let's make these do some stuff. Come on. There you go. I thought that just having these lights on without having any other lights on while I'm watching videos or whatever, it's the perfect amount of light. I don't need anything stronger than that. In fact, I could even dim these down a bit, I think. Yeah, look at that, see? I could dim them down almost to off. Anyhow, let's get on with the rest of the video. Bye for now. Alright guys, before I end this video, I'd like to tell you that the room that I'm in is going to be a dual phase room. It's going to be my so-called studio for recording my live streams and so on and so forth like that. And also, it'll be my work area. So I'll refer to this as my studio or my work area, depending on what I'm going to be doing. Now, with that being said, I showed you some of the stuff that was updated here, but I did not show you this, which is a Bluetooth keyboard. And also the speakers that I'm using are Bluetooth capable and are hooked up to Bluetooth right now. Now, you guys know that sometimes I have problems with my video capture cards. So I have went out and bought this Multi-One video capture card. Now this will give me inputs for 4 devices and one output into my computer, which is the same thing as me taking each individual camera with a video capture card and plugging it into my computer. So this will first of all hopefully make my wiring a little bit more organized and work a lot better. Now from what I understand from the short videos, it's got these different switches here, and that enables you to use all 4 cameras at one time, or to have them stacked in different ways, like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever. Anyhow, unfortunately, I can't show you how this works because when I bought it, I knew it didn't have a power pack, so I did buy a power supply for it, but it didn't have the HDMI cable out to a USB port. So I had to order a cable for that. Unfortunately, that won't be here for a few more days. But I want to get this video finished. Maybe, let's see, today is Wednesday. Maybe I'll wait one more day before I post this because I really want to see how this works and I want to show you guys how it works. So let's see if I get it. I think it said tomorrow, Thursday the 12th. So let's wait and see what happens with that. So with all that being said, we will be back very, very shortly. Alright guys and gals, I am not going to be able to finish this video as I planned to have finished, only because in the previous clip I showed you that that 4 video capture card unit. It was missing the power supply, and it was advertised as missing the power supply. And I said, okay, no big deal, I can buy a power supply, 10 bucks or whatever. So in the previous video I showed you that I had bought a multi-voltage with a 1 amp. Well, the requirements for this guy was 5 amps, 2 volts. Okay, so I went ahead and I bought a 5 volt, 2 amp power supply. Also, I needed to have a cable for it, so I went ahead and bought the cable. After all of these purchases, I plug everything in and nothing is working. So I look at the unit a little bit closer and I'm noticing that on the front panel there's LEDs and all the LEDs are pushed in. Okay, wait a minute. Now I will say that the package came in a cellophane wrapped, so it looked like a new unit. So when I sent the person the reason why, I told the person, I said, you should advertise this as an open box. And the person got back to me and said, no, it wasn't an open box, it's sealed. So my question is, if it was sealed, how did that person know that there was a power supply missing? Well, not only the power supply was missing, but the cable, the one that I bought, was supposed to be included in there. And it's also supposed to be a remote control included in there. None of that was in there. But yet the box was sealed. Okay. So she granted me the return and blah, blah, blah. So here's the package getting ready to go out. But I did order another one. Why did I order another one? Because if it works, it'll take a lot of the frustration I have with all of these different video cards out of the system. Number 2, the reason why I ordered is because I want to see if the second package I ordered, which was $30 more, by the way, if it's missing anything out of the package. If it's missing stuff out of the package, that means the person who is selling this stuff to all these different eBay sellers is selling them bad stuff. Anyhow, I will follow up on this when I get the new unit. It's not supposed to be here till next Friday, a week from today. So anyhow, with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video so far. And as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. BNSF 6951 out.